Hi! In this video, we're going to look at 19 ways of how to stay overweight and unhealthy. This video is inspired by a video I watched actually on YouTube, somebody I follow called Alex Hormozy. He made a video which was 28 ways to stay poor, and I thought, hang on, this philosophy is very, very, very good. The philosophy is all about inversion thinking, and he learned from Charlie Munger, who has done many talks on how to live a miserable life. For example, if you are worried about having a happy family life, don't ask yourself, how do I achieve the best, most happiest family life? Instead, ask yourself the question, how do I destroy my family and make them the most unhappiest I can? Then you list all the ways to destroy your family and work backwards from there. It's reverse engineering. The science behind this is that the brain is evolutionary designed to find and look at problems and threats more than solutions. It is always predisposed to finding the threats and looking for threats and focusing on threats in life than it is on the good and the solutions that we need. So to harness this ability, we're going to make a big list of all the things, the 19 ways that I have found of the ways that you can stay overweight, fat, unhealthy, and basically miserable. So let's look at those and see where we end up. So one of the first things people do when they say that they're going to change their life and they're going to start a new diet or get fit is they're going to start tomorrow. This one thing is what all people do that don't actually get to be slim, healthy and fit. This one thing, I'll start tomorrow, is the mindset that everyone does that is still overweight, unhealthy and unhappy. At number 2, read lots and lots of books. Do loads of research about how to get fit, how to diet, all sorts of different diets. Let's try the keto diet. Let's try the dopamine diet. Let's look at the Dukin diet. Let's look at macro foods. Let's look at the fasting diet. Let's look at how much protein powder. What kind of protein powder would I need? Am I going to strength train? Am I going to run? Am I going to cycle? Am I going to do aerobics? Am I going to do HIIT training? Let's look at all the different people. Let's follow a lot of people online, on social media, and let's look at what they do. And before you know it, all you do is look, research, read, and follow people who are doing it, and you're not. And number 3, take advice from unhealthy people. This is another classic. Take advice from unhealthy people. If you're going to take advice from unhealthy people, what do you think is going to happen to you? Do they know what they're talking about? Have they done it? Are you going to look at them and go, oh, they know what they're talking about. I'm going to take that advice from that overweight person who's sitting there drinking 10 pints every night of the week or eating fish and chips every night of the week. Are they happy? I don't know. But you clearly aren't because you're here. And number 4, pick a partner who is unhealthy, doesn't care about their health, and lives a very mediocre life. You would want to surround yourself with people who think that their own health is important, who take pride in themselves, who think that being healthy and fit is the most important thing you can do, who love themselves, who want to have a healthy, active life, who are going to inspire and support you. The next thing that happens is people who fail and quit forever. They fail, they say, oh no, that wasn't for me, that was terrible, I tried, it didn't work, it's not for me, I'm just going to stay unhealthy, overweight and unfit for the rest of my life. The next thing to make sure that you stay unhealthy and overweight is to think that the world is unfair, that it's all right for somebody else. It's okay for those celebrities because they've got loads of time on their hands. They've got the money for the gym in the house. They've probably got a chef in the kitchen preparing all these nice foods for them. Of course it's okay for them. But it's not okay for you, and that's the reason why. And that's the reason why they're doing it well and you're not, because the world is unfair. Boo-hoo, poor you. At number 7, blame your circumstances. I've seen this so many times. blaming the fact that they have no room in their house to exercise. The garage is full of all their husband's gear and tat and the kids' toys, and in boxes full of stuff. They have no room to get any gym equipment or even a space to start exercising. Their circumstances are that they work too hard. They look after everybody else, so there's not enough time for them. Okay, let's go on. Everybody expects the health service to be the place that should make you healthier. Why isn't the health services making you healthier? Why aren't they giving you a gastric band or a diet pill or something that's going to make your life easier so that you can be fitter? So you live your life basing your entire health on what the health service can give you. Or the health service hasn't sorted this problem. You've had a bad back for years, so you can't exercise. You've had sciatica and you can't exercise because the health service has failed you in putting it right. You've got a dodgy knee, your neck or your shoulder's not right, you can't lift, it can be a number of things, that you get the idea. But all these things can be changed with exercise and you taking care of your health. Generally speaking, people who are overweight and unhappy and unhealthy value the opinions of others far more than they should. They listen to people who say, oh, you look fine, you look great. Oh no, don't worry about that. Have that other cream cake. Oh, it's a treat. You're allowed a treat. You worked hard today. Those opinions are not what you need. The only opinion that matters is yours. The other thing that stops people from being fit and slim and healthy is discomfort. They avoid discomfort. Everybody hates discomfort. Effort. It hurts. Oh, it's going to take so much more of my time, effort, than I have. Well, if that's the way you feel, then always be unhealthy. Here's the thing. If you're going to make a change, it's going to hurt. Any kind of change causes discomfort. Are you willing to put up with the pain of staying the way you are, or the pain of changing to what you want? Tolerate mediocrity. If you tolerate mediocrity, that is all you're going to get is mediocrity. And the more you tolerate mediocrity, guess what? The more mediocrity is what you're going to get. But instead, you can hold yourself to a standard that says, I will not tolerate anything less than the best. What you consider to be right for you. Another daily common habit which never gets results is making promises and breaking promises. Making promises to other people and making promises to yourself only to then break them. First off, you are going to lose respect from the people around you. The people around you who can support you, who probably want to support you, are going to be like, yeah, come on, you can do it. And you're going to say, I promise, this is what I'm going to do. And they believe in you, and then you stop. Then you break that promise, and those people go, oh, well. And then the next time you make a promise to do it again, they go, yeah, okay, good luck then. And you can feel the energy, and you know that they don't believe in you. So what's the point in you believing in you? You need to change that. Make promises, keep promises. Gain respect from others and gain respect. The most important place to gain respect is for yourself. Waiting for the perfect conditions. Oh, this one's perfect. No pun intended. There is never going to be the most perfect conditions. And if you're waiting for the perfect conditions, what's going to happen when the conditions aren't perfect? Let's just say the perfect conditions arrive and you go, oh, now I can start exercising. Now I can start a routine that's actually going to get me feeling great. The body that I want, and my self-confidence is going to go up. I'm going to feel wonderful. I'm going to get rid of all the pains in my body. Then suddenly those conditions aren't perfect anymore. You're going to stop. Here's the thing. If you can do this when the conditions are not perfect, when the conditions are terrible, guess what you can achieve when the conditions are suddenly perfect? The other thing that keeps people overweight and unhealthy is doing the bare minimum and expecting incredible change. There is the saying, do the same things over and over, but expect different results. How is that possible? If you do the bare minimum, if you don't push yourself, if you don't step up, and make your body work harder and harder, which will get easier and easier mentally and physically to do, you are never going to make a good foundation of change. You're just not going to achieve it. Do what everybody else is doing. This is a great one. If you are always going to do what everybody else is doing, then you're always going to get what everybody else has, because you're in the same pack. If you do not separate yourself from the pack and start doing things differently, you will stay the same as the pack. If you stay sitting in the coffee shop or you stay sitting in the pub on a Friday night saying, oh, I'd love to do that, and oh, I wish I could do this, and everybody else is saying the same, everybody else is there getting drunk, everybody else is having a great time until the next morning when they can't actually remember what kind of time they had, then you're going to stay the same as everybody else. The people who change their lives are the people that step out by themselves and do something different for themselves. They break that chain. The other thing that makes people fail is they just do what they think they can and not what is required. The amount of people that say to me, well, I tried my best. What do you mean you tried your best? Did you do what was required? Well, no, but I did my best. There is no best. That is not a level that will get you there. You have to do what is required of you. You can do it. It is incredible what the human body is capable of. You have not seen what a human body is capable of until you've been and made your body step up and step up and step up. It will change. It will get stronger. It will get stronger than you ever knew was possible. This is another great habit that most people do. They talk more and do less. Everybody loves to talk. They talk the talk. I'm this, I'm that, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do that, next week I'm starting this, by next year I'm going to have that, this is what I'm going to do, and yet nothing changes. Stop talking and just do. The other thing that I've seen many times people do is that they find something that works, they're just starting to see amazing results, and then they stop doing it. They go on holiday, or Christmas arrives, or they go to that party, something happens in their life, they stop doing it, they give themselves permission to stop doing whatever it was that was finally working for them, and then they never go back to it. They literally just go, oh yes, where was I? Oh, I'll do that next week. Yeah, well, I did, and I got there, and it was great, but then I didn't keep it up. Why would you not keep it up? Here's a fabulous one. Assume that you're always right. I hear this out of people's mouths all the time. I say to them, have you thought of doing this? And they say, oh, no, I can't do that because of this. And I'll say, well, actually, that's not quite. No, I know what I'm doing. And they assume that they're right. If you're unhappy, if you're in pain, if you're overweight, if you're tired, lethargic, got irritable bowel syndrome, you're not living your life to the full potential, are you right? Just ask yourself, is what you think about yourself and your situation correct? So there you have it. That's 19 different things listed there of things for you to do to stay unhealthy, overweight, tired, in pain, and not enjoying your life to the full. The only way to change this is to take note of every single one of those and to say, I will not do that. List them down. Get a pen and paper, list each one down and say, I am not going to live my life doing that. And if you can change all of those things by not doing it, that's all you got to do, not do those things, then by default, you will become happier and healthier and fitter. No one else can save you. No one else can live your life for you. There is no pill. There is no doctor. There is nowhere you can go which can do this for you. This is your life, your body. You are in control. No one else can save you. See you next time.